What's going on, everybody? This video was going to be more of a rant. Probably still will be, but something just popped up in the news that is pretty important. You know, we've been having these activist judges. We'll call it what it is, right? Like, they denied the GOP today, the president. He wanted vote counting with all the irregularities and stuff that's been going on, quote, on video and all that stuff, and whistleblowers in Pennsylvania wanted the vote count to stop. And judge said no. Well, a short time ago, Justice Alito orders Pennsylvania officials to set aside late arriving ballots. I had Hannity on, and it said, like, Justice Alito orders ballots received after election day to be segregated, and that's a one winner right now, at least partial, because we have to stop the bleeding. I mean, yes, people can be up in states, and then you lose the states, but people, of course, are saying, "So a loser," and no, this isn't about that. This isn't about that sore loser. This is something that has been being spoke about for months. And what did the Democrats say? They said the president wouldn't accept the results of the election. They knew what was going on, what was going to happen. Of course, that the president is not going to accept that. You wouldn't. You think Joe Biden would? No, there was a reason why, and that's why they kept telling Hillary to shut up. When she got on TV and just made a plea to Joe Biden, said, under any circumstance, do not concede. Yeah. Do you know I told you the Transition Integrity Project? It's called TIP. I'll put a link to it. Guess who's on that team? Remember John Podesta? Yeah, he acted as Joe Biden. They were play acting and everything. How they're going to go about this as part of the whole plan. They say it in the document. Donna Brazil's on that team too. John Podesta, and just for those of you that don't remember him, do you remember in 2016 when it was like 2 a.m. something, and that old guy came out and said, "Just go home"? That's John Podesta, right? Anything I told you he's involved with, no good. Anyway, let me just read a little bit of this, and then I just want to say something again. All right, so where are we? Okay, sorry, I'm looking like a chicken with his head cut off. I'm just trying to see what I got on my screen here. All right, we already know Justice Alito orders Pennsylvania officials to set aside late arriving ballots. Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito on Friday ordered election officials across Pennsylvania to segregate mail-in ballots received after Election Day. Alito temporarily granted a request by the Keystone States Republican Party, which said a court order was needed to ensure that all 67 election boards were complying with a directive from Pennsylvania Secretary of State Kathy Bukva, the Washington Post reported. Alito, the justice responsible for the region of the country that covers Pennsylvania, gave state officials until Saturday afternoon to respond. The development marked the latest twist in a legal battle over the counting of mail-in ballots in the crucial swing state. Last month, the High Court upheld a decision by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court to extend the deadline for ballots to arrive until 3 days past Election Day. But Bukva directed that any ballots that came in during that time be set aside because the state GOP was challenging the legality of including them in the vote totals. Last week, the Supreme Court declined to expedite a hearing in the case. That was a mistake. In emergency court papers filed Friday, Republicans said that a total of 25 Pennsylvania county boards of elections have not indicated whether they are segregating the late arriving ballots. These are the places that are covering up the windows, are defying court orders of allowing people to observe. They could be within 6 feet. They're throwing Republicans out. This is all on video. This isn't, oh, there's no evidence. Don't listen to Krispy Kreme Chrissy either. If I swear, Krispy Kreme Christie, he must have been offered a job or something because he's been going on every network. Yes, Chris Christie, so-called the president's friend, former New Jersey governor. President, if you have evidence, show the evidence. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? What I'll do is let me put what I have out there and make sure the Democrats can cover everything and cover their tracks and all that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah, idiot. Something's in it for him. If county election boards count and do not segregate late arriving ballots, it could become impossible for this court to repair election results tainted by illegally and ultimately cast of mailed ballots. On Thursday, Mukhvar told CNN that various counties have reported from 0 to about 500 ballots received the day after Election Day. So unless it is super close, I don't see them making or breaking this election one way or the other. Now, and that's true. So, again, here's the deal. We have, allegedly, from Nevada, they sent in criminal referrals on over 3,000 people that voted in Nevada, but they have already moved out of the state. So they're actually living somewhere else, so they cannot vote there anymore. They did. There's, of course, the dead people on voter rolls are voting. I still have a big problem. Let me see what I have on top here. Here's another one. If you heard this one before, this is from the Washington Examiner. GOP demands Michigan vote count checks after glitch falsely gives county to Biden. Let me pause this. I got to figure out. I hate this on the Washington Examiner site. I don't like that player. The Michigan Republican Party said on Friday that a software glitch led to 6,000 Republican votes to be counted for Democrats in Antrim County, incorrectly flipping a typically red county blue and spurring demands by Republicans for other counties to check their tallies. Now, that's a 6,000. There's 47 counties in there. Let me come down a little bit. A revised count as of 3 p.m. puts President Trump ahead of Joe Biden by 2,494 votes in the county, leading the former vice president 56 to 42%. Now, in 2016, Trump residents voted for Trump by an overwhelming majority of 62% compared to 33%. The Antrim County Clerk, Cheryl Guy, a Republican, said the reason. I hate that they do that. A Republican. Like, that matters. It doesn't matter anymore. Not in this day and age. He said the results were skewed after cards were moved from the precincts to county offices and uploaded to a computer. Dominion Voting Systems manufactures the software. So we're going to blame it on the software vendor. At the conference, GOP Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel said in Wayne County, a Democratic stronghold, poll watchers were kept in the dark with blocked windows and padlocked doors. She said that the TCF Center Sports Arena, where ballots are being counted, a whistleblower claimed the supervisor requested that people add a date to ballots violate an election law. Now, one more thing. I'm not going to keep reading new articles. I know you probably, if you're still here, you probably jump up for joy. See that woman? If you haven't, follow me on Twitter or Parler. The handle is @Mason in the USA, like my YouTube channel, all together, Mason in the USA. And you'll see a clip I forwarded. It was from an election supervisor in I want to say it's Arizona or Nevada, and I'm not going to start looking for it now, that they got her to admit on camera. Remember, they handed out Sharpies. And you're not supposed to use Sharpies because they could bleed through and it screws up everything. Now the officials all say, no, they'll be fine. They won't screw up anything. They didn't. Then this woman, they got her on video. Maybe she was nervous and she blurted out the truth. Said, yeah, that they can screw up the ballots. So you're not supposed to use permanent markers. You know what happens with them. They bleed. If you hold it too long, even though it looks normal, as you're looking, it spreads. So there's a lot of irregularities going on. I believe some intentional, or a lot intentional, some unintentional. They're just more amplified now because of, what's going on here. Just one thing I want to leave with, because I said I was going to rant, but I don't want to do that right now. And I may end up getting into one. So there's a lot of things we have to fix. One is the uninformed voter. There's people that are in situations, they don't choose the situation. And they may vote for something, they're being told to vote for it, or a friend, or whatever. They just see something, and they really don't know what they're voting for. I'm not saying that they're stupid. That's why I said uninformed. There's a lot of them out there. And that's important because people are just voting to just vote, or because they're telling them to vote. Can't have that. But again, I keep hearing more and more every day of the people, and I had 2 people I spoke with today, friends. I think I'm going to call them former friends, because I can't deal with people that think like this. You don't like how he tweets. When you turn on a new TV show, you know right away if you like it or not. Sometimes you give it a shot and you just watch it, force yourself a few episodes to see if it gets any better. And you end up saying, no, I'm not watching this ever again. Don't read his tweets. His tweets are one thing. Go to promiseskept.com. See what he's done. You know what else he didn't do? I can't tell you in how long, the first president not to get us into a war. Yeah, he actually brought troops home. Our boys and girls, he actually brought them home. Hostages. Peace deals. But I don't like, it's not presidential. So I'm going to vote for an old guy, they want to say old white guy, whatever, that's been in politics nearly 50 years. And you know what he's done? Most thing he's known for is creating a crime bill that locked up majority were people of color, namely black people. That's who I'm going to vote for. You know why? Because I don't like how this guy tweets. He's not presidential. He was a womanizer. You idiots. And do you know? If we don't keep control of the Senate, they have free reign to put that agenda down? You don't even know their agenda, right? Probably just what they're feeding you on TV. You probably haven't went and read anything. You haven't read anything of their agenda. Oh, I know, free. Free. Nothing's free. Except for the people that are getting the free stuff. But ultimately, we all pay for it. Just like, the stimulus things for the pandemic. You know it. The president knows it. You think that $1,200, you think that's just free, then nothing ever? You don't think we're going to pay with that in inflation in the future? We have to replace that. Can't just print money. But these people, I don't like he's not presidential. You're an idiot. And the thing that gets me, how many people And yes, to two friends that I know watch this today, yes, I'm calling you idiots, just like I did today. All right? And I don't care if you like it or not, because it's true. You didn't even bring up anything today about, well, just Joe Biden, if he wins, he's going to do this. No, you just said you didn't vote for Trump because of the way he tweets and he's not presidential. You're idiots. You're idiots. I can't believe we're friends. Probably were friends. Not anymore. Anyway, buckle up, everybody. If anybody claims that they won, it's not going to end with that. Whether it's Joe Biden or Donald Trump, there's going to be litigation, I would say, for at least a month, at least. All right, so let anybody jump in front of the camera and say, well, I reached and I am this and I'm going to treat you. Let them say whatever they want. Matter of fact, President Trump today told the Biden campaign, tell Joe don't do anything foolish, like claim that he is now the president. Don't do that, because there's a lot of litigation and things can flip. And then it's going to be like, oh, now you stole it from him. It's, you know what I'm getting at? So anyway, buckle up, get out, get fresh air. Don't watch TV all day. All right. And just know this, the media really screwed up. Like, I don't know how we could forgive them for anything. But the thing is this, we always settle. You know how we complain about gas? Years ago, it went up to almost $5. I'm going to ride a bicycle. That's what I said. But then you do it and you need your car. Time goes by. Just deal with it. That's our problem. We just keep settling and dealing with it. Getting used to it. We can't keep getting used to it. This is what they depend on, us getting used to it. No, we have to stand up. Okay? So, that being said, God bless you all. God bless America. Is that presidential?